All right. Good
Hap-
morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you, everyone. I'm Mushroom Boy 2010, joined here with Papa Blade. How's it going?
it's going pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing just fine. We're here with another race in the Mega Man 10 tournament. Heck yeah! Let's
Woo!
get some hype in the chat. I'm certainly excited for this. So our two runners for today are going to be MrCab 55 and VenezKing. As far as the leaderboard is concerned in this category, VenezKing has a personal best on the leaderboard of 55.11, and MrCab, give me just a minute here, is slightly ahead with a 38.12 as a PB. Alright. We should be sending off the racers in just a minute here. We'll be getting started with Pumpman. Papa Blade, is there anything you would like to preface the race with before they get started?
Good luck to all runners, and may the best man win. All right, they should be getting started about now.
Awesome. Alright, we're gonna get started here with Pumpman. So, Papa Blade, as the runners get started here and the streams get synced up, can you please tell me about Pumpman's stage, or maybe just Mega Man 10 in general? I'm not as experienced as you are in this department.
So Mega Man 10 is a very interesting game. Its main gimmick is global timers, where the stage runs from the start of the stage to the end of the stage, which basically means the moment you start, there's another factor like Yoku block that's playing out, and so you want to make the best time in order to make it there. So that's its main gimmick. Weapons typically have secondary uses that everybody tends to use. Stuff like commando bombs, aftershock, and chill spikes. Actual spike, not the actual frozen stuff. And yeah, that's the main stuff. We start with Pumpman to get water shield, which is very useful. They're excuse me. So we start with Pumpman mainly because Water Shield is a very good weapon. It can destroy Solar Man very easily. And the main goal for this game is to try to get either Nitro, Wheel, or... No, it's Wheel Cutter. Wheel Cutter or Triple Blade as fast as possible. Triple Blade will be later in the run, but Nitro Wheel helps us not have to deal with ladders. And Triple Blade just is basically a weakness for everybody. You can just run up to everybody and deal 2 shots to do 2 damage points up close, and it's really useful.
Exactly. I think MrCab, who is one of the racers here, phrased it best in saying that Blade is the ultimate backup in this game.
Yes, the ultimate backup.
Alright, they're making their way through this section of Pumpman's stage. They're trying not to get caught in the bubbles, as it will blow them up into the spikes. So you'll see the runners taking their time a little bit here. Let's see, are they stopping for the E-Tank? It doesn't waste that much time to, and it might help out later. Oh,
Yeah.
VenezKing having a little bit of trouble there grabbing the E-Tank, but they both got it, and they're moving on. It doesn't waste that much time to get this particular E-Tank, so most people tend to go for it.
As Mystium66 put it, the free tank.
Yeah, that's right, in the other race the other day. Alright, Pumpman. As with most shielded robot masters, you can actually stand in a specific spot and shoot right through a shield, as you can see on MrCab's screen there. Actually, they're both doing it. But you can stand in a specific spot, kind of close to him, and you'll actually shoot right through his shield. But all of his bubbles have their own hit points. Probably, do you know how many hit points each bubble has?
Well, I typically just mash through them, so I haven't had the time to count, but I'm pretty sure it is 3 for each bubble. Oh, you can see VenezKing took an unfortunate death.
VenezKing took a death. But MrCab got through nice and clean, so he'll be heading on to Solar Man.
So Solar Man's kind of an unfortunate case because Nitro or Wheel Cutter, I'm gonna call it Nitro Wheel. That should be the name. But It's an unfortunate case because you have to deal with a lot of ladders, and Nitro Wheel makes that stage really fun. It's basically a Lek-Man but fire.
You know, I
And
agree. It should be called Nitro Wheel because isn't Wheel Cutter the name of the one weapon in Mega Man X2?
I
After you
believe
beat
so,
Wheel
yeah.
Gator?
Or it's like the Gator Wheel, something like that.
I think they're both called Wheel Cutter.
Mega
I
Man
mean,
10
don't quote
has
me
some
on that, but I'm
plagiarism
pretty
issues.
sure. So MrCab is going to show us something here. You can switch very quickly. You don't have to enter the menu in this game. You can press, I think it's L and R on your controller, and just switch quickly between Buster or Rush Jet and any of your other weapons. So they're going to be using that to use Rush Coil a lot. Do you start with Rush Coil or do you get it after Pumpman?
You start with Rush Coil, and more on that topic. The reason why we go after Solar Man is for Chillman, and Chillman's fight is particularly annoying because you have to do what's called, I believe, a weapon cancel, where you cancel the weapon's animation so you can fire another one. So that's especially useful for Solar Blaze because its animation is very long, and if you miss, it's a tragedy. But because of Mega Man 10 being nice to us, unlike Mega Man 9, you can just press the triggers and it swaps weapons, which cancels the animation. Therefore, you can just spam it. However, the main drawback is that if you press both L and R at the same time, you swap back to the Buster.
Or Mr. Cab having a little trouble with Rush Coil there.
This is why we hate ladders.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what Mega Man game you play, ladders are the universal enemy of everyone.
When are we getting a ladder emote in the Mega Man Discord? Geez.
Oh boy. That'll be fun. Alright, Solar Man fight. I believe each individual bubble, as long as he's not in iframes, will do its own damage. Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta make sure that he's done with iframes. There we go. Very quick fight for Mr. Cab. But you'll notice the runners tend to use a specific amount of the water shield there so that they have the correct amount for the fight. Because if you run out, you have to switch to Buster and use that. That's not that much fun. Takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, from running Buster only, Solar Man fight Buster only is not fun, especially when you have to improvise. But Mr. Cab took it out pretty quickly, and now he has the Solar Blaze, and we're off to Chillman.
Alright, one big thing with Chillman's stage is, you'll see this all throughout the stage, there are blocks that are broken. Well, they get cracked and then broken whenever anything happens to them. So if you jump on them, they'll get cracked. If you jump on them again, they'll get broken. Same thing happens if, like you see on Mr. Cab's screen, you shoot them with anything. Doesn't matter if it's a special weapon or your normal buster, what have you. But they also are affected when enemies jump on them. I don't know if they're affected when enemies shoot them, but I know they're affected when enemies jump on them.
Enemies, when they jump on them, yes, there's that, but I don't believe any shooting enemies are placed in such a way where the ice blocks can be affected. Well, there is in Wily too, so yeah, enemy shots do not break the blocks, but you jumping on them, enemy jumping on them, and you shooting them will break the blocks.
Did you see on Mr. Cab's screen there, before the screen transition, he fired Rush so that Rush would come down, and then Rush ended up at the bottom of the screen when he should have landed right next to Mr. Cab. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, Rush is a little bit fancy in this game. Oh. Yeah, you want to try.
You gotta be careful in this section.
Yeah, this section has caused me many painful deaths. If you're unable to shoot the guys, it's a very big time loss.
Mr. Cab got a Mega Man 5 reference there. Alright, I'm gonna reiterate what Palpablade had said earlier. This fight is all about switching back and forth, as you see Mr. Cab doing, to cancel the Solar Blaze and allowing it to be able to be used.
That was
again.
a really good fight.
Really good fight. There was the one shot that had to go loner, but everything else was really good there from Mr. Cab.
For beating Chillman, you get the Chill Spike, and the Chill Spike is more useful when it's laid out, but the problem with it is that, or it does more damage when it's laid on the ground. The problem with that is that you need an enemy to run over it. So we typically just use the initial frozen part, what freezes enemies, to stun and just traverse much better. You'll see it used a little bit throughout Wily stages. Not the most useful, but it'll definitely have its uses, especially here in Nitro Man, where you use it to kill the trucks.
Exactly. Yeah. What else even affects the truck?
I
pretty
think
much just the Chill
Commando
Spike?
Bomb. I think it's
Commando
just the
Bomb?
Chill Spike, but Commando Bomb and Chill Spike tend to have sharing properties. For example,
Yes.
the spines in this game both die from Chill Spike and Commando Bomb, but for Commando Bomb, I believe it's just blast.
By the way,
Blasting part
very
of it.
clean chill fight from VenezKing.
Yeah, also another good chill fight.
I love the playful little water shield throws that people do sometimes.
They're fun.
They never
One
have
little-
to. They just do for fun.
Yeah. One little aspect about this stage is that if you see those little things up top, if you hit those, then you won't be able to see the arrows on the bottom for a short period of time. So you won't be able to see that using normal in a speedrun, but for just a playthrough, they're fun to mess with.
I did not know that. See, this is why we have Blade here on commentaries, because I know almost nothing about this game. I only know what I've been told, because I haven't played it yet.
You should. It's a fun game.
I know
Well,
I should.
as long as you're not doing Buster Only. Don't do Buster Only, please. Save your sanity.
Oh, don't worry, I won't. I've seen your chats in the Mega Man Discord. You're a Buster Only champion, man.
Well, that's not the category, so...
Nope,
Oh.
It is not. But as you see, MrCab is doing, Blade mentioned earlier, the secondary effects of a lot of weapons, and Chill Spike is the main one. It was a pretty good fight there by MrCab. And
Yeah,
what you want to do is you don't want to shoot Nitro Man directly with it. You want to shoot it so that he lands, he runs over the Chill Spikes, as you see VenezKing doing with the trucks, and you saw MrCab do throughout the whole stage.
Something that MrCab got is that I think there's, I don't know what the exact frame window is, but if you hit a specific frame window, then the Chill Spike will actually become the spike part, and even if the enemy's staying still, the enemy will still hit the spike part, which does more damage. Now we're off to Commando Man. Commando Man's main gimmick is sandstorms and sand. So basically Pharaoh Man, but now we have it sideways.
Hey, Blade, do you mind taking a minute, as the more knowledgeable expert here, talking about Rush Jet and the routing of this game?
So yes, the main reason why we do Pump Man, Solar, that first 4 Robot Masters first is because Rush Jet is tremendously useful in Commando Man, Strike, and just for the final 4 stages, Rush Jet comes in handy most during those stages. You'll see in this stage that we'll use it to trespass opposing blowing sand, which hinders Mega Man's movement, and use it in Blade Man to skip some very slow platforming. In Strike Man, we typically only use it just for skipping an end portion with a lot of enemies and a lot of slowdown. Here's the part of the sideways sand. It can also blow the other way, which can help you go faster, but it also works with Rush Jet, so we'll just stick with using Rush Jet in the next room that Cab's in. And for Sheet Man, just like Blade Man, difficult platforming, Yoku blocks that kind of just slow you down. So yeah, that's why we do this order.
Yeah, just real quick for context, because you didn't quite mention it there, is you don't get Rush Jet until after you've beaten your 4th Robot Master in this game.
Yeah. So Commando Man's pretty interesting. Commando Man has no iframes when he's in the air. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see that with MrCab, but You can get what's called quick kill, which is nitro wheel, and you just spam it 7 times whilst he's in the air, and he just dies. We'll see if VenezKing can get it.
And by the way, going back real quick to the secondary effects of a lot of weapons, you see them using wheel cutter to ride up walls.
All right now. Sorry.
A lot of the weapons in the game have random secondary effects like that we like to use. But MrCab is going into Blade Man stage, which I know he personally states as one of the most technical stages in the game. There's a few 4-block wide jumps that potentially might need made here, but thankfully our runners have Rush Jet, which helps them skip a lot of it, should they need to. So you'll see right there below MrCab, those are very, very tight jumps that you could make if you are so daring. But our runners are probably not going to go for them because it's very, very hard. Celebratory rush coil jumps. We love to see it. Also, VenezKing had a wonderful commando fight that I just completely talked over.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just came in the room. So now we get to go to Blade Man. Blade Man is my personal favorite Robot Master. And what sucks about this stage is that there's enemies that can push you off of Rush Jet, which, if you don't know the timing, or if you just spam Buster without a second thought, there's a problem. Oh, you can see I've accidentally used Commando Bomb there. That might be bad for the fight. And here's the aforementioned Rush Jet. And we're on the Blade Man. So Blade Man's pretty interesting with the Commando Bomb. There's a specific frame window where you can actually get a double hit of the Commando Bomb. And if you can get it 3 times, he's just dead. Oh, Cab got it once. Alright, he got it once. Relatively easy fight.
Not the worst blade fight anyone's had, but now MrCab has the ultimate backup weapon, Triple Blade.
Yes, Triple Blade is very useful in this run. Unfortunately, can't get it earlier because it is very, very good for bosses, for just murdering anything in sight. Think Metal Blade, except you get 3, but you only get to fire it in 4 directions.
And the hitbox isn't as big. I mean, maybe if you combine the 3 all together into one big sandwich, then it could be. But
that was fascinating. VenezKing, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He got 2 full health. That was fun.
Oh yeah, from the enemies in that room as he was ascending the staircase.
Alright, so now we're in
fun
Strike
fact
Man.
about Strike Man here. He is the only stage that doesn't have any pits or instant death spikes. The only way you can lose in this stage is if you die by damage.
Which is especially fun because you take a lot of damage in this stage. Oh, unfortunately, VenezKing.
You commentators cursed him. How could you?
Shut. That doesn't exist. I know because I haven't commentated before. So it doesn't exist.
Hey, there's
Doesn't
a first
exist.
time for everything, palpably.
I apologize for the inconvenience.
I'm sure he won't hold it against you too much.
I better not get an ass.
If he commentates your races, then maybe he'll try and get back at you.
I'd like to make a public service announcement. Please do not let VenezKing commentate my matches. Please do not let VenezKing commentate my matches.
Yes, Palpablade is also in this tournament. Actually, his race will be coming up right afterwards. I'm not sure if it'll be on the same SpeedGaming channel or not. But the wonderful MrCab will be swapping spots with Palpablade. So that'll be entertaining to watch. If you've enjoyed this tournament and especially this race right now and you have time, please feel free to stick around and watch the race Palpablade will have later. Love the musical timing shots. Alright, Triple Blade against Strike Man. If you haven't noticed already, Triple Blade has different properties when you're on the ground as opposed to when you're in the air. When you're on the ground, it shoots 3 blades, one forward, one slightly upwards, and one kind of far upwards. But when you're jumping, whenever you're in the air, it will shoot forwards and then slightly downwards, and then a little bit more slightly downwards. But Strike Man goes down pretty quickly to Triple Blade, as a lot of bosses do. It's kind of scary how useful of a weapon it is. Also, VenezKing had a good Blade Man fight there. I think I didn't quite catch it.
We were just looking at the beautiful MrCab and his beautiful triple blade usage.
But we missed the beautiful VenezKing and the beautiful Commando Bomb usage.
We'll just say they're both beautiful. So now we get to, I think the community as a whole's favorite Robot Master, Sheepman.
Heck yeah. So, I need to ask, when robots sleep, do they dream of electric sheep?
I guess we could ask Sheepman, but I don't know if he could talk.
Chat, let me know if you understand that joke. I don't think Papa Blade did. That's okay though.
No, I don't know about that book. I know it's a book, but I don't know what the joke is.
That's fine. Either way, again, one of the main reasons Sheepman is safe for last is because, one, we don't really use his weapon. There's only one spot it's used in the run as far as I'm aware, and that is the Pumpman refight.
Yep.
And considering that we hit Pumpman first, there's no need for it during the 8 Robo stages. But also, Sheepman stage, you need to have Rush Jet for making Yoku block sections a lot faster, which are Mega Man staples. They're the disappearing and reappearing blocks.
Also known as Yoku blocks.
Exactly.
As we saw MrCab do, Commando Bomb comes in useful during the Octobulb fight because you can time it pretty well, and you can just insta-kill it with one Commando Bomb. You run on it and let 2 electric sparks go, then you fire it, aim it upwards, and it should be able to kill it. It's a relatively tight timing, but...
Oh man, VenezKing went for it there, but a soccer ball decided that he wasn't quite worth it. This wasn't on Octobulb, this was the mini-boss in Strike Man's stage, but they're similar tactics. You use the Commando Bomb, shoot it upwards kind of next to the boss's face, and then hope that it shoots off and hits him.
That was unfortunate there, and this is why America doesn't like soccer that much.
Wow! Oh
I apologize to any soccer fans. But your sport sucks. Anyways, so to the Sheepman fight. So we will be using Rebound Strikers to essentially hit him up when he's in the crowd. Oh, shoot.
See, this is why they're speedrunners, is they beat the bosses so quickly you don't even have time to talk about them.
Yes, this is why weaknesses suck. This is why I do Buster Only. I give people time to actually tell the fight.
Alright, but you were saying about the properties of Rebound Striker. Please continue with that.
So, with Rebound Striker, the fascinating thing is that every time it bounces, it deals 1 more damage for every bounce. So, with Sheepman and eventually the Purple Devil, you want to hit as many bounces as possible before hitting the boss. And that will maximize damage, and it's pretty useful. It has some niche spots, and it's a relatively fun weapon, and Mega Man 11 ripped it off by giving Mega Man 3 more, so... Alright, we're on to Wily 1. So this stage is relatively fun, because you get to revisit the first 9 games. At least for a second. And back to global timers, what I mentioned earlier. This stage, at least for the beginning, you want to try and just traverse without getting hit or having to stop, because then you get the proper timing, which will spawn a Lek-Man. If Cab got it, yep. And then it should spawn Gemini, yep. Then Wood.
For those who don't know, those are Robot Masters from the first 3 Mega Man games. Elec-Man is from Mega Man 1, Woodman is from Mega Man 2, and Gemini Man is from Mega Man 3. Don't go Gemini first.
I'm gonna go Gemini first just to spite you. Anyways,
Oh my goodness, please don't. You're gonna give me anxiety. But
exactly.
we're not talking about Mega Man 3. We're talking about Mega Man 10 here. VenezKing is on the Octobulb fight. I'm not sure if he missed the Commando Bomb strat or if he is just if he just went for the Buster strat.
I think you just went for the Buster strat.
I think he did too, but I wasn't paying enough attention to know for sure. Either way, next set of 3 Robot Masters. This will be 4, 5, and 6.
Which will be Ring, Napalm, and Flame. And what was neat about this is that each boss is almost designed in what way their weakness was in their original game. For example, let's see, Electman was weak to the rolling cutter, and we have the wheel cutter here. Let's see, Woodman was kind of weak to the metal blade, so secondary usage for wheel cutter. Let's see, Gemini Man is weak to the what? Search Snake, I believe.
Yeah, Search Snake.
And we got Nitro Wheel. Oh, I said Nitro Wheel 3 times. Dang it. Triple Blade for Woodman and Nitro Wheel for Gemini Man. Pharaoh Shot, almost like Solar Blaze for Ringman. Crystal Eye and Rebound Striker are both balls, so yeah, that works out. And for Mega Man 6 was weak. Flame Man was weak to wind, so kind of a mishap, but it makes sense.
Quickly want to point out that VenezKing had a pretty good Sheepman fight there. So he'll be heading on to Wily 1 and trying to get the... I think it's called RNG manipulation that MrCab got, but it's really just play the game kind of fast, make sure you get there on time.
Yeah.
Oh, is MrCab using Thunderwool here?
Oh, are we actually going to see some Thunderwool
no.
usage? No? Okay, well,
At
makes
least
sense.
not for Slash Man.
Alright, are we going to see it? No.
Nope.
Boo,
He
boo.
is low
I'm
on
kidding.
blade ammo.
Yeah, he is low on blade ammo. That is not good going into Wily 2, every Mega Man 10 runner's least favorite stage. Mega Man 2, or Wily Stage 2, really utilizes a global timer in where there are crushers, and unless you want to go full YOLO, then you're likely going to get crushed, because the global timers are very brutal in this stage, as well as the rest of the stage.
Also, we're going to see a really cool usage of Rebound Striker here on MrCab's screen. He's going to shoot it when there's no enemy on screen, and boom, there goes the enemy.
I wish I could do that. And here's
What do you
usage
mean? All you have to do is just jump and shoot. It's a Mega Man game.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I miss when it was just jump and shoot, not jump and shoot and aim.
Well, that's the jump part of jump and shoot.
But there was no aim part in that. Can we go back to
the jump part
and
is
shoot,
the
please?
aim part.
Oh, I guess so. Is he gonna go for it? No? Okay, smart.
Yes, we do not want to see anyone get crushed here if we can help it. Very good. Alright, MrCab is through. And VenezKing is on his final set of 3, what are these called? Archives?
Wily Archives. He's actually on the second one.
Oh, sorry, second one. My bad. See, this is why I have Papa Blade here, is because I couldn't tell you which one's which. I don't know the game that well yet.
And that's why we're commentating. Ah, smart.
Yeah, that's why I'm not playing. Oh boy, people would not want to see me play this game. Ugh.
I'd watch you.
Oh,
Because
please don't say
I'm
that.
nice like that.
No, you're gonna get the chat going on this. This is not gonna be a fun time.
I'd watch you, Mushroom.
Oh boy.
Alright, is he gonna risk it? No. Cab's playing it smart, playing it safe. I would not. traversing pretty well. And he's through. Wily Stage 2 is no more for MrCab. So this crab fight is actually really interesting because he's weak to two weapons, Commando Bomb and the Thunderwolf. However, you're likely just going to see Commando Bomb. Unfortunate, he got the bad pattern. The crab can just hover his massive claws in the way, and you just can't hit him. But there has been recent thought of Thunderwolf being used there. So we'll see if any runners later will make use of that. Relatively decent crab fight for MrCab,
And
considering the
now
pattern we got.
VenezKing is on the third and final group of
Yes.
Wily Archives.
Frost Slash and Tornado.
Someone in chat said, I thought it was hilarious. One of the veteran Mega Man Classic runners said, I miss when it was jump and zip.
Oh. Yeah, Mega Man 1. Those zips look hard, are they?
I haven't tried Mega Man 1 with zips. I run Mega Man 1, but I do zipless and glitchless because I can't zip for the life of me. I only recently tried zipping in Mega Man 2, but Mega Man 1 zips are pixel perfect, so I'm not going to try for that. That is not my scene. Thank you very much. I'm not that skilled.
Off-brand categories. Alright, so VenezKing is now traversing the hell that is Wily 2, and we are on to Wily 3 for MrCab. So this stage is relatively short. Its main gimmick is moving platforms that you can move on yourself. And we're going to see the final usage, well, not the final usage, but we're going to see another usage of Rush Jet here.
Oh my goodness.
And he is the M-Tank.
Sometimes the weapon swapping works against you, especially if it's in your muscle memory. VenezKing tried to shoot the bird duo with Commando Bomb, but he switched before the bomb actually hit the bird.
VenezKing almost dying. Got
Yeah,
saved
that was
by the
close.
plant.
The backwards D-boost almost into the crusher.
MrCab using great usage of denying the ladder.
Oh man, VenezKing missed the Commando Bomb quick kill on Octobulb.
I'm surprised that missed. Normal. I don't know why that missed. He should be able to kill him here, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Octobulb is gone now. We're all done with him. I think.
Yeah, no more Octobulb unless he dies. Because the unfortunate part about Wily 2 is that if you die, you have to go through Octobulb twice. Oh! The focus is on VenezKing here, because Wily 2.
Ooh. Man.
Oh.
Jumping on spikes and invincibility frames is the scariest thing as a speedrunner in a Mega Man game. It's terrifying. Alright, MrCab, let's see if he can get the wonderful Block Devil quick kill with Rebound Striker.
So, I assume MrCab is going to utilize what I said earlier about Rebound Striker, and that the more bounces you get, the more damage it does. So we'll see if he is able to pull it off. Oh, VenezKing almost died. Alright.
MrCab didn't quite get it, but he also did not lose that much time from where the missed inputs came in. So that was a very clean fight by him.
Yeah, good stuff to MrCab and VenezKing for getting through that. For getting through Wily 2 without any deaths, I believe. He got the bad pattern, but we'll see if he can. Good dodges.
Oh, VenezKing's gotta watch out, man. Oh man.
I think he should survive at least one. Yeah, he should survive one, And he's through.
My
No more
goodness.
Wily 2 for you.
Alright, interesting fact about Mega Man 10 and the boss refights. It took them 10 games, but they finally made it so that the capsules and which boss is in each capsule is the same thing as on the select screen. So, with Pumpman being in the bottom right corner on the select screen, he's also in the bottom right corner of these capsules.
Very easy to remember, and I'm very glad I chose that, because I would have not remembered.
The other
So,
I don't know why it
basically
took them
saying,
10 games to do it, but
actually 11, because Rockman and Forte.
well, if you
Well,
want to count all
This is
the
the 11th
games.
game. I guess we'll just have a dispute over this. So each fight is going to play relatively the same, except for Pumpman, which we are going to attempt to use Rush Coil, or not Rush Coil, Thunder Wool.
Ah, my favorite
Coming up
boss
here.
damaging weapon, Rush Coil.
Yes, my he comes down and he
Favorite boss
barks, and then
weakness. Rush Coil used Lick. It was super effective.
what that'd be good against? What's a ghost type boss in Mega Man franchise? Let's see, ghost types.
I feel like the
Smells
crowd
good against
watching this
Epidac.
is already a very niche crowd of gamers, but we're kind of making it even more niche
Yeah.
with these jokes.
Relatively good Pumpman fight for Cab. Using that elemental weakness of electric versus water. Hey, another Pokemon reference.
Oh, VenezKing just made a Mega Man 5 reference. Well, maybe didn't make it, but he got one.
Cool. Alright, MrCab is traversing through these fights very well.
Now we have, let me see, what reference was I going to make here? Excite Bike Racer.
Yes, Excite Bike. Oh, dude, I remember playing that game when I was 5 and having no idea how it works. Alright, MrCab is almost done, but now we get to do our favorite thing, which is Solar
It's just
Blaze
Mario
swapping.
Kart, but on bikes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't quite let the first shot hit,
Oh,
Chillman.
this is where stuff gets really bad and you just get frozen. Chillman rams into you.
Hey
Usually,
man,
if you
just
get
let
hit,
it go.
oh my gosh, yeah, if you just get hit with you get hit with one chill spike, you're gonna get hit with 5 more.
Alright, VenezKing's screen is looking at the Block Devil fight as MrCab takes on Yarhar Wily.
Here it's life for me. So we're gonna make use of both Solar Blaze and usually Triple Blade. There's Triple Blade.
We got there eventually.
Yeah, we got there
He's
eventually.
conserving some ammo.
That's good. And then we're going to do one of my favorite tricks. You Rush Coil and then Water Shield. Typically, you do the fast swap, but it is also very difficult, so I can see why Cab is doing the pause trick. See? We
There's
have
a
our own
pause
pause
trick? This
trick.
isn't Mega Man
Yeah.
1.
Menu trick. My bad. Yeah. Yeah, we Mega Man 10 runners have our own pause trick.
Ah, fancy you. Oh. Apparently menuing can't even help him there sometimes. Wheel Cutter's just a more enticing option for fighting Wily, I guess.
Yep. There's a reason, because Wheel Cutter is the funnest weapon in the game. So, not the best Wily fight, but good enough. And Cab is on to probably the most climactic game final boss ever.
Wait, are you telling me it was Wily all along?
Oh, no, I forgot. Never happens. Wily is never behind any
Not a
of
clue who that man
plans.
is.
We have no idea what the Dr. W sign is. Not at all. So now
Oh,
we
it's
have
Dr.
upside
M.
down
Look.
Wily in space. Oh yeah, it's Dr. M. Yeah, it's Dr. M. It's Dr. Miley.
Hang on, we can make another Pokemon joke. What's a tree that begins with M?
Mozzarella. Wait, that's a cheese.
That's a cheese. We'll figure it out eventually. Someone in chat who's like smart with this kind of stuff will tell us. And then we'll possibly take credit as if we're smart enough to do it on our own. That's what being a commentator is all about, right? Woohoo! Alright, MrCab here. I don't know if he's going for the RNG manipulation, but in this stage, once again, there is, if you time it right and enter the Wily fight at the correct timing, his RNG will be set to a specific pattern. So it depends on when you enter the room. We'll see what MrCab gets. You want them to appear kind of like they did. Oh, right there. Perfect. That's kind of what you want to see, is you want them to appear right there on opposite sides of the screen. One on the left side, one on the right side.
Oh, wow, that was really good. He didn't even
Amazing.
do the
Let's see
manip,
some
and he
GGs in
got
the
it.
chat for MrCab.
GG for MrCab. Alright, I'm going to have to make my leave because parents are annoying when playing video games. So I'm going to head out real quick because parents. So have a great day,
Alright,
everyone.
well, thank you very much for joining me in commentary here, Papa Blade. Everyone, if you would like, please give Papa Blade a follow. He is also in the Mega Man 10 tournament, and like I said, his race will be coming up after this one. I'm not sure if it'll be on this Speed Gaming channel or another one, but I'll let you do your sign-off.
Yeah, it should be sometime today, but I don't know. Parents tend to ruin plans. So see you guys.
Alright. VenezKing is finishing up Commando Man here, and then he'll move on to the last of the robot refights, which is Sheepman. Let's see how this goes for him. Alright, so VenezKing is now taking on Yar Har Pirate Wily. I apologize again for the wonderful pirate impersonation. I know I'm just the best at it. So, as VenezKing finishes up his run here, it appears MrCab has joined me. Whether or not he wants to help with commentating the very end of VenezKing's run is up to him.
I'll leave it up to you. You take it.
Alright. Oh, unfortunately there's a death there. That's never fun. Did you go for / get the final Wily stage manip?
I'm aware of the manip. I have absolutely no skill at achieving the manip. That was we joke about whenever somebody gets a good pattern anyway. Typically, it's just, oh yeah, that's the MrCab manip. Oh, that's the VenezKing manip. Whenever it just kind of works out.
I see. Perfect.
Everyone has a manip.
Except me, because I haven't played this game. I need to get around to doing that, though.
You just haven't discovered it yet. The Mushroom Boy manip exists.
Oh my gosh. We'll get there eventually.
Oh, get some water there.
I have some water. Everyone in chat, please hydrate. Don't dehydrate. Alright, we're all good. VenezKing able to beat the Wily machine fight. Good on him. Sink. Wait, the ship has sunk. Not the sink has ship. There we go. And he is now going to ascend into space to fight the final Wily battle. We'll see if he gets a VenezKing manip or not.
King manip sounds like something that belongs in Rockman and Forte, so I hope he finds it here.
It does. It really does. Also, while I have you here, what do you think Dr. M stands for?
It's clear. I think that explains why somebody in chat said MrCab was behind it. It was me all along.
Yes! Oh, that's awesome. It's been MrCab all along. He rigged it so that he would win.
This tournament is rigged.
Yeah, imagine setting up a whole Mega Man 10 tournament and then winning one of the races.
So
Could you?
it's not a PB for me. I see that question in chat. I'm bringing up the sheet now. I don't know what Venez's PB is. At the time of
At least
seeding,
on the leaderboard, it's 55-11.
yeah, I was gonna say at the time of seeding, that's what I have is a 55-11. So hopefully going to be better than that.
Yeah, I mean, look at his time coming into the Wily room. He's like more than 10 minutes ahead.
Yeah, let's go.
But I do want to mention, MrCab's run here was within a minute of his PB. So I'd say, for a tournament, that is a fantastic time.
Actually,
let's see here and hope
Yeah, let's
that
watch
Venez
Venez wrap up here.
Let's hope he gets a wonderful new PB. Tournament PBs are the best, and there it is! Boom!
Very nice. He's got the 56.
Amazing. Good on him. Let's get some GGs in chat for VenezKing. I hope I've been pronouncing that right because I'm sticking to that that way of pronouncing it until I'm corrected by himself. Let's see if he'll join us for an interview or not. I don't have too many questions because again, I'm not the most educated when it comes to Mega Man 10. My main thing was just kind of that last level for you, MrCab. Also, some of the weapon switching both of you had trouble with. It looked like you guys would shoot out a commando bomb and then switch before it actually blew up, and then there was one moment you actually just kind of paused for a split second and then moved on. Because
Yeah,
you
there's
had
definitely a
shot
little
it
bit
and
of like,
waited.
okay, yeah, whatever, let's just go.
And then you just went back to Buster and shot the last shot and moved on. But I thought the little pause was kind of comedic, personally.
All right, let's see if we can get Venez in here.
Do you mind, what are the commands for the Twitch chat to be able to follow the runners?
Oh, if we type !R, that should be it. Maybe it
I
has
tried
to
it,
be.
but it didn't work.
Well, that's weird. We'll get VenezKing's channel in a little bit, I guess.
Oh boy, what a race though! I mean, within a minute of a PB and an actual PB, what a fantastic race. Minimal usage of Thunderwool, you know.
So at least according to minimal usage of Thunderbolt, which I will go to my grave saying that weapon is worse than Power Stone. According to Venez's splits on his channel, that is like a 11-minute PB, which is really good.
Hey, dude. Big congratulations to VenezKing.
He might have PB'd by too much.
No, that's not a thing. You can never PB by too much. As we all know in the classic Mega Man speedrunning community.
That's true. It's true. I was taking a look at my splits. I think Wily 3 is the only devastating split. Hello!
Hey, sorry for that. I was just trying to set it up.
It's all good. Welcome in. By the way, is it pronounced VenezKing? Have I been saying that right?
You have, and thank you very much.
Okay. Whew. Big relief off of my shoulders. I mean, I was terrified the entire time that I have not been saying it right, but since I said it one way the first time, I was like, I'm not going to switch it now. Let's just roll with it.
Now, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, congratulations on the big PB. That is awesome. You don't see that very often in tournaments. Congratulations to you. Good game.
Thank you, and GG, MrCab. It's what I expected from you.
GG Venez. I like seeing that 43.
Yeah, no,
like
I've been out of the game for a while, but slowly coming back.
There you go. So if you haven't already and you're watching, please feel free to go go watch VenezKing. Go follow him on Twitch. Hopefully, are you going to try and continue to lower this time?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
I'm having
Please
a lot
go
of
follow
fun with
him
Mega
and
Man
watch his
10.
progress there. And also the wonderful MrCab who organized this whole event. Please feel free to go give him a follow, as he again is the organizer of this event and has put a lot of effort in behind the scenes to make sure that we could come here and watch some amazing Mega Man runs.
I just know how challenge.com works. What do I do? Thanks,
Either way.
Mushroom Boy, for coming in here for commentary, too.
Oh yeah, no problem. He left early, but I do want to thank Palpablade for coming in and doing commentary, because again, he actually is playing in the tournament, so I don't know nearly as much about Mega Man 10 as he does, so he had most of the technical details down. I didn't know most of them. Big thanks to him for coming in here and actually being able to sound smart.
Yeah, thanks everybody who came out here. I didn't want to call him out on stream, so thanks for letting me know he was here and he was doing good work. You said I was within a minute. My splits are telling me plus 36, and I'm seeing this giant jump from in refights where Chillman just hates me. Somebody had the Chillman emote in chat, and I love that emote. Because it's absolutely true. Sometimes Chillman just catches you in the infinite, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
And
Those combos.
Yeah, so that made me reach for the E tank. That made me not want to use my W tank for solar on Wily, because there was another point in refights where I think it was against Pumpman, and instead of Blade, I ended up on Water Shield, so I was hitting Pumpman with Pumpman's weapon. So I knew I was running out of Water Shield, so I wanted to save the W tank for that in case the Wily fight went south, and then I lost 30 seconds anyway. So whatever.
Oh boy.
And then of course the Wily 2 boss, the officially named Crab Puncher, although I will continue to call Mr. Crab, just hated me. So. But that's okay. It's okay.
It wouldn't be a Mega Man game without at least one boss that gives you terrible RNG throughout the run.
Yeah, usually though it's supposed to be the Wily capsule, so.
Hey, sometimes Wily's super nice to you and you get the cab manip. You never know.
Cab manip. There you go. So I get Yumi in the next round, so I get the 3 seed. Hooray!
Yeah, there you go.
Venez gets one of. Let me make sure I'm okay. Yeah, it's that Ratch. This is a name that I love. I think I know who it is, but it's still a weird name to see now. Route 214's Most Wanted, Slurpee Ninja, or Scarf. So we'll see what comes out of that. Keep working at that 43 if it is.
I will get the sub 40.
Nice. Love to see. I think a month ago, or maybe 2 months now, because it was after the relay, but before this, obviously, I came down from a 44 in this game. It gets fun. Weapon switching is a thing.
Yeah, I just learned weapon swapping properly yesterday, actually. I memorized it.
Ah, there you go. So did you find that helped with your memorizing it? Did you find that helped with your run today, or do you think that it kind of confused you a little bit? Because I know that when I memorize something like the Mega Man X menu, when I try to remember which one comes first, sometimes I get them backwards. So did that come into play at all for you, or did you find that memorizing it really helped you and you got a lot more solid weapon switching?
I got more solid, that's for sure, because before I used to do the pause menuing to do the weapon swaps. The only issue I had today mainly was with the controller. I've been practicing with the PS4 and I've been streaming with the Switch. So going from the PS4 controller to a Switch Pro kind of messed me up because of the directional inputs on the ladders as well.
Oh, yeah.
Even pressing right, you'll sometimes grab an up input. So I'll grab a ladder when I don't want to grab it. Besides that, it was just the nerves. I got the nerves and made mistakes, but it was a lot of fun regardless.
Yeah, and even with nerves and mistakes, again, this is a 10+ minute PB for you, which is amazing.
I've been practicing, so I hope they would have improved, but no, I was really happy with my time.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're gonna cut the 40 in no time, especially with a couple of those big deaths. Just don't take those next time, and
Yeah.
like instant 41.
Just
don't
don't make the
die.
mistakes and you'll get a better time. Duh.
There you go. I completely agree with you on the D-pad though, on the Switch Pro controller. If you go back and you look at this, I'm sure there's at least one ladder I grabbed by accident, and definitely that first commando bomb in the Blade refight. You saw it kind of just decided it wanted to go up 2 tiles. I'm like, oh, okay.
And that happened to me during the mini bosses in Strikeman, in Sportsman or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
The mini
Strikeman.
bosses, I wasn't meant to throw the missile, but it went to the wall instead.
Yeah, there's a lot of places in this game where like once the bomb is on course, I just need to like let go of the controller and let it connect before I start moving again. You're definitely not alone. Nintendo, if you're actually out there listening, please give us good D-pads once again. We know you can do it. We have NES controllers that you made for all these consoles. Just give us good D-pads already.
Make Nintendo great again.
Yeah, like the Super Nintendo is still top notch for controllers.
The Super Nintendo controller is the best controller ever. Everything else that's good is just a derivative of it. That you PlayStation controllers of the years.
All right. With that, is there any more comments or things that you guys wanted to mention about the Mega Man 10 tournament and or this race specifically before we sign off?
So the Mega Man 10 tournament is ongoing. This was the second race we had of the whole thing. I'm going to look right now to see, is there another one that's going on? There might be a race going on right now, but I don't think it got a restream because it was a late reschedule. The next race we have planned, because I have all these links in my back pocket right now, looks like it is going to be...
MrCab's got to do that awkward, like, stand up slightly to pull it out of his back pocket. Just give him a minute.
Yeah, something like that. No, it's under my hat. Pro Piece RTA against Retro Game Commander is currently scheduled for tomorrow, January 31st. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for North America, so that's going to be really early a.m. on February 1st if you're in Europe. That is our next scheduled race. The next ones after that aren't scheduled until February. We've got 8 matches from the first round. Like I said, this was the second one that actually happened. We've got another 8 matches in the second round. This is kind of one of those amazing tournaments where it worked out. We had like kind of a power of 2, so that like exactly 1 round of people got a bye. So yeah, watch this tournament. Watch out for Mega Man 10 runs, on really all the classic Mega Man community speedruns out there on the internet. We're all out there. Check out the Mega Man leaderboards. We're great. Come join our Discord. What else might need to say and all that? Oh yes, thank you SpeedGaming for letting us have a silly Mega Man 10 tournament on your channels. I think that's like the official spiel that I should like write down on an index card or something and then throw at the screen like I'm on late night television.
You should write it on your glasses.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm forgetting I'm still live myself here. Yeah, that's it.
No, I just want to say thank you to the commentators. Thank you, MrCab, for organizing all of this, and good luck to the future runners. It was a lot of fun, and I will be racing again soon.
All right, absolutely. So again, huge thank you and GG's to both MrCab and VenezKing. Big thank you to SpeedGaming for allowing us to have our wonderful community highlighted here with a tournament on their channels. If you haven't already, please give the other SpeedGaming channels a follow. There's 1 through 6, although 1 isn't numbered, but don't tell anyone that. So go ahead and just follow all of them. They do awesome tournaments like this all the time, and we'll probably end up rating one of the other ones right after this anyway. So please follow whatever channel we end up rating and just continue being awesome. Thank you, and good night.